Okay, this morning we are out on, let's see, '58 MXA from 2004, and we replaced the heat exchanger on the 9th, which would have been Friday. And when our maintenance tech been busy, so the maintenance tech's been busy, the maintenance tech got everything back together. We had an overheating issue. Well, he put a different limit in there, which we shouldn't have did that because I think it's rated at 180. Yeah, this one's a 180. But when he put it back together, he forgot one thing. This plate. Okay, this plate goes on the back of the heat exchanger. And I'll show you, I gotta rip everything out of here just to put that plate in. It goes in the back of the heat exchanger between the primary and secondary, and it shoves air towards the front of the furnace. Because right now what's happening is it's getting hot on the front of the furnace, but I don't have any airflow because I have no direction. So this plate directs the airflow towards the front of the furnace. Right now the air is just going straight up the back, so it's overheating. Essentially what this thing does is it shoves air towards the limit up here and make sure it gets proper airflow across the limit so it doesn't trip. So what I have to do is I got to take the whole heat exchanger out, flip it upside down, put the plate in, put everything back together. So I'll take you through some of that process. As you can see, I'm about, I don't know, 20 minutes in. I'm down to this. So what I usually do with the burner box is I take the top off, I get my extension bit, and I get back here, take the screws out back there, and I take the whole burner box off at one shot. See the screws back there? Take the burner box off one shot. And then there's oh man, I can't remember. There's 5/16 screws up here. Sometimes there's 2 on the blower and 1 over here. That's for the heat exchanger right there. So in a few minutes I'll have this thing out. Like I said, I'm about 20 minutes in. Okay. Got the heat exchanger sitting here upside down because I got to put the baffle plate back in there. Actually, between the 2 heat exchangers. Right in here. And there's a screw hole up here that one screw attaches to, and there's another one down the way. But as I'm pulling it out, I'm like, there's other missing parts. Because you're not supposed to see the hot side of the heat exchanger. There's supposed to be a skirt here, another baffle, and it screws in right there and right there. So I'm gonna have to order those parts and get back and remove the heat exchanger again and just put the side skirts on. The air baffles that go right here that direct the air across this right here, this heat exchanger. But most of my, I'm missing 2 screws, one there. Well, no, was that? No, I'm missing a screw there. Yeah, right there. I'm missing a screw there. See? Heat exchanger's not sitting flush. Yeah, missing a screw there. Amazing. I think it came from the manufacturer like that. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it came from the manufacturer, missing 2 screws. I wonder what the clanging noise they're talking about. Right there. Oh boy. Alright, let me get this thing back together. Gotta caulk the coupling box back on. Get some screws in there. Wow. And get the air baffle in there. And I'll show you once I get it installed where it goes. It's really hard to tell. That's where that's supposed to go, right there. Then we're upside down. Here's the primary heat exchanger. And if you look, where's the screw? That's right there. There's a screw hole right there. That screws to the outlet plate. There's another screw right there. Stick my drill down there and screw that in. Right there. Right there. Okay, as you can see, it's down back there. So when this heat exchanger sits in here, well, there should be skirts here since I got to come back and tear out the heat exchanger again and put the skirts on. When that blower air hits that baffle plate back there, it directs it up towards the limit right here. Limit. Sits right in here like so. So it directs air up there. So if you ever run across, yeah, you just replace one of these and you forgot to put that baffle in, yeah, you're tearing the whole heat exchanger out again. So I'm just getting it back in. Should take me about another, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour to put together. It's a lot easier taking it apart. But we'll go from there. Got it all back together. Let's see if she runs. Oh, I gotta turn the breaker back on. Hold on. Okay, it's going through its pre-purge. It's calling for heat, so give me another minute. I started up before, flashed a Coke 34 at me. The igniter wasn't lighting up. Let's see if it lights up now. Bad connection to the plug. You touch the plug and you can see the spark inside the plug. Oops, you know what I forgot? I get to just smell it. What did I forget? Oh, I forgot the cap. I could just smell the flue gas. You don't have to put the clamp on it, you just put the cap over it. There you go. I had to replace the inducer motor too. Started that darn thing up and it started whining at me. So luckily I had one on the truck. got it replaced, not a big deal. She's up and running. See how she runs. We're having a problem with overheating on this one. Let's see if that cured the problem. Now we'll let her run for a little bit. By not having those side skirts on that heat exchanger, I still got an overheating issue. Seems to be running cool, but I had to bump up the fan speed, yank the filter out. We'll see if it runs, but I doubt if it's going to run well. But I got to come back, yank everything apart again because someone threw something out that they shouldn't have, and put some side skirts on and put it all back together to cure the problem. So yeah, it's still got an overheating problem. I guess that baffle was only part of it. When I was out here yesterday, I couldn't see the sides of the heat exchanger, and as soon as I got it pulled out, I'm like, oh, something's missing. So we had to order those parts. So we'll get it fixed. It's not a big deal, and we will go from there. I will see you on the next one. Thanks.